Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Professor Mav, and today we're going to solve a classic age problem using the strategy guess, check, and refine, along with Polya's four-step approach. So our main problem for today is called the family age equation. So let's get started. So here's our problem, or here's the problem we'll be working on. Anne is 35 years older than her daughter Lucy, but 3 years younger than her husband Mark. If the sum of the three ages is 94, how old is Anne? So to solve this, we're going to break it down step by step. So first, we begin with understanding the problem. So let's assign the variables. Anne as variable x, Lucy as variable y, and Mark as variable z. So now let's translate the statements into equations. First is we have Anne's age is 35 years older than Lucy. So we can translate this statement as x, which is Anne, equals y, which is Lucy, plus 35, which is their age gap. We used addition because in the problem, Anne is older than Lucy. Next is Anne is 3 years younger than Mark. So we can translate this statement as x equals z, which is Mark, minus 3, which is their age gap. So we use subtraction because in the problem, Anne is younger than Mark. And lastly, the sum of the three ages is 94. So we can translate this as x plus y plus z equals 94. At this stage, we understand what information we have and what we need to find. And our goal is to solve for Anne's age, which is x. Next is devise a plan. We want to write every variable in terms of Anne's age, which is x, so that our equation becomes easier to solve. So from our expressions, we have x equals y plus 35. So we can rewrite Lucy's age as y equals x minus 35. And then we also have x equals z minus 3. So Mark's age becomes z equals x plus 3. Now that everything is in terms of x, we can substitute this into the total age equation. And now, let's move on to carry out the plan. So we already expressed the other ages in terms of Anne's age. So we have Lucy's age, which is y equals x minus 35, and Mark's age, which is z is equal to x plus 3. Now, let's substitute these equations into the total age equation. So first, we have x plus y plus z equals 94. Now, let's substitute the variables. So we'll have x plus the quantity of x minus 35 plus the quantity of x plus 3 equals 94. So we will remove the parentheses and we'll get x plus x minus 35 plus x plus 3 equals 94. So next, we will combine like terms. So we'll have x plus x plus x is 3x, and then negative 35 plus 3 is negative 32. So we'll have 3x minus 32 equals 94. So next is we will transpose the negative 32 to the other side of the equation and we will change the operation. So we will have 3x is equal to 94 plus 32. So when we add 94 plus 32, we'll get 126. So we will have 3x is equal to 126. Okay, next is we will solve for x. So we will divide 3 in the both sides of the equation. So we'll get 3x over 3. So we get 3x over 3 is equal to 126 over 3. So cancel out the 3 in the left side of the equation. So we'll get x, and then 126 over 3 is equal to 42. So x is equal to 42. So remember that x is Anne's age. So this means that Anne is 42 years old. And now, to completely solve the problem, we also need to compute Lucy's and Mark's ages. So, as we find Lucy's age, y is equal to x minus 35, we substitute the variable, which is the x, which is equal to 42. So y equals 42 minus 35 is equal to 7. So Lucy's age is 7 years old. And next, we will find Mark's age, which is z equals x plus 3. Now, we substitute the variable x, so we'll get z equals 42 plus 3. Okay, 42 plus 3 is 45, so Mark's age is 45. Now, let's look back and check if our answer satisfies all conditions. So first, is Anne 35 years older than Lucy? So we have the expression x equals y plus 35. So we need to substitute the variables through to their corresponding values. So we have 42 equals 7 plus 35. So 7 plus 35 is 42. So this condition is satisfied. So next, is Anne 3 years younger than Mark? Okay, so we also have another expression in here. Okay, so we have x equals z minus 3, and let's substitute their corresponding variables to their corresponding values. So we have 42 equals 45 minus 3. So 45 minus 3 is 42. So this condition is again satisfied. So lastly, is the sum of their age 94? Okay, so we have another expression right here. X plus y plus z equals 94, which we used earlier in solving Anne's age. So let's substitute the variables to their corresponding values. So we have 42 plus 7 plus 45 equals 94. So 42 plus 7 plus 45 is equal to 94. So we can see that all the conditions are satisfied. So to conclude, using Polya's four-step approach, we found that Anne is 42 years old. Did you get it? So this method helps us break down complex word problems into simple, manageable steps. So if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you want more word problem tutorials. So this is Professor Mav, and I'll see you in the next video.